Welcome back to Elite Rentals. I'm James Corwell. Today, we're looking at top 5 yachts for the Monaco F1 Grand Prix. Subscribe for more yacht charter insights. You'll find the link in the description. The Monaco Grand Prix is unique. Your yacht is not just accommodation, it's your trackside suite, your private restaurant, and your base for hosting. I'll walk you through 5 real charter yachts across different budgets, all well suited for race weekend. I'll also share practical tips around berthing, logistics, and what first-time GP charterers often miss. At number 5, Alvium, the Sunseeker Predator 84, length 26.5 meters, builder Sunseeker, charter rate typically from about $49,000 to $55,000 per week plus expenses. Event premiums can apply. Why Alvium for Monaco? It's a fast, stylish sports yacht with an open social layout that works well for daytime hosting. You get large sun pads fore and aft, a retractable hardtop over the main deck, and easy flow from salon to cockpit for race viewing on screens. She usually accommodates up to 8 guests in 4 cabins, and she's run by a professional crew who know the Western Med well. Key features: sleek profile for arriving in style, shallow draft that helps with close-in anchoring on the Riviera, and a tender for quick guest transfers to shore events. Inside, the Predator 84 format gives you a bright salon with good sightlines and a simple modern finish, ideal for casual entertaining between practice sessions and qualifying. Insider tip: if you're planning on trackside viewing from the port, smaller yachts like Alvium are often used as a luxurious base for pre- and post-race hosting, while you head ashore to grandstands or hospitality suites for the laps. Be sure to set up TV broadcasting on board for practice and qualifying, and confirm Wi-Fi bandwidth with the captain. For the race, work out a clear tender schedule in sync with your hospitality timing. It makes the day smoother. A detail worth noticing: the Predator's open plan helps keep energy high for a social group, but if you're sensitive to sound, discuss quiet zones with the crew. During GP weekend, the harbour can be lively. From my experience, setting an agreed timeline for music levels and guest movements helps your crew deliver a seamless event. Next on the list, at number 4, Seven Sins, the San Lorenzo 52 steel, length 52 meters, builder San Lorenzo, charter rate often in the $270,000 to $300,000 per week range, plus expenses. Event premiums can apply. Seven Sins is a favourite for the Riviera because of her signature beach club with a glass bottom pool above. The aft doors fold down to create open terraces right at water level, a standout for pre-race lunches and evening cocktails. She typically accommodates up to 12 guests, with a contemporary interior and thoughtful deck spaces that don't feel crowded, even with a full group. Why it works for Monaco: you get a genuine super yacht platform that's still agile for the port. The sun deck is flexible for casual dining or a small cocktail event, and the main deck lounge flows well if you plan to set up a race screen viewing area. Stabilizers at anchor make a difference off the coast if you're not berthed trackside, and San Lorenzo's build quality means quiet cabins for a good night's rest between events. Insider tip: when you're anchored and hosting, agree on a tender protocol with your crew. During the GP, there can be a lot of traffic on the water. A dedicated pickup point and scheduled runs to the port help avoid delays. Also, factor in catering-led times for canapes and mixology. Race days are intense. Your chef will keep you on track if you share a detailed plan 48 hours ahead. A detail worth noticing: that pool with a glass bottom brings daylight into the beach club spa area. It's a small touch, but during race weekend, it gives guests a calm spot to decompress between practice and qualifying. If you're planning a branded setup, check with the captain about permitted decor and any port regulations. If you're thinking about planning a charter, Elite Rentals can help. We design the yacht choice, berth strategy, and guest logistics around your schedule. The link is in the description. At number 3, Octo 66 meters, built by ISA. Charter rate typically from about $400,000 per week, plus expenses. High season can run higher during events. Octo is striking, sharp lines, low noise levels, and a signature black-tiled pool with a current system on the aft deck. She usually carries up to 11 guests, with an elevator and a calm, contemporary interior. On race weekend, That aft deck becomes your hospitality stage, close to the bar, direct to the pool, and steps from shaded seating for viewing the broadcast. Why it deserves this position? For a yacht this size, OKTO is extremely refined underway and at anchor. The design focuses on comfort, quiet mechanical spaces, good insulation and balanced interior spa. So conversations aren't drowned out by background noise. That's valuable when you have partners or friends networking on board. The elevator also helps with mixed age groups moving between decks. Insider tip, if you're trackside, know that sound rules and guest limits are strictly enforced in Monaco. Your captain will coordinate with the port authorities. Your job is to confirm your guest list early and keep the plan consistent. If you're anchored, ask the crew to set a clear tender rendezvous and pin locations to guests' phones. It saves time and avoids missed connections during peak arrivals. A small tip here, leave space on the sun deck for a compact screen setup, even if you're going ashore for the main race. People often forget that free practice and qualifying sessions are just as fun to watch together on board, with the harbour atmosphere as your backdrop. Now moving to one of the standout mid to high options and a proven charter icon. At number 2, Lady Brit. Length, 63 metres. Builder, feed ship. Charter rate, typically around $445,000 to $470,000 per week, plus expenses. Event premiums may apply. Lady Brit is about balance. She offers a quietly luxurious feed ship build, a warm interior that photographs well, and multiple decks that can be set up for different moments. Breakfast with a view, a spa session in the afternoon, cinema at night. She usually accommodates up to 12 guests across a generous cabin layout, and her service culture is consistently praised. Key features for Monaco: excellent sun deck with a flexible dining area, a wellness setup that's ideal to reset during the event, and strong hospitality spaces for executive hosting or family time. If you plan sponsor or partner touchpoints, the flow from main salon to aft deck works smoothly for reception-style evenings within port guidelines. From my experience, many first-time GP charterers underestimate just how busy Port Hercule gets, both on the water and at the gangways. On a yacht like Lady Brit, crew choreography is a major benefit. Tender operations, shore passes, and security are handled in the background, so your only focus is enjoying the race week. Share your guest profile with the captain ahead of time. Ages, preferences, any accessibility notes, so they can tailor movement around the yacht. Insider tip, if you're set on a trackside berth, be ready to confirm early, and remember there's a non-refundable element to event berths. The biggest yachts won't always fit in the key positions, and availability is limited. If a prime berth isn't possible, a refined feed ship like Lady Brit at anchor, paired with a planned hospitality schedule ashore and on board, often delivers a better overall experience than forcing an awkward last-minute berth. Elite Rentals creates custom itineraries for every destination, and we manage Monaco GP berthing, tendering, and event schedules in one plan. If you want a calm process with clear timelines, use the link in the description to reach our team. At number 1, Phoenix 2, built by Lursen. Length, 90 metres. Charter rate, often around $150,000 per week, plus expenses. Event premiums apply. Phoenix 2 is a top-tier choice when you need presence, capability, and true hospitality volume. She typically accommodates up to 12 guests, with expansive deck spaces, a large pool, well-shaded lounging, and a refined Art Deco-inspired interior. On race weekend, the upper decks provide multiple zones for hosted viewing, private conversations, and family relaxation, all at the same time. Why it's number 1 for Monaco: scale and service. Phoenix 2 has the crew capacity and deck footprint to run a carefully timed program. Breakfast service, helicopter or tender arrivals, in coordination with your shore plans, and seamless movement between decks, even during peak traffic in the harbour. If you're at anchor, her stabilisation and professional tender ops keep things smooth. If you secure a port position, her tiered decks are ideal for staggered hosting through the day. A detail worth noticing: with a yacht this size, split your guest experience by deck. For example, dedicate one area as a quiet lounge for partners who want to talk business, and another deck for high-energy race watching with broadcast audio. Your chief steward or stewardess will make it work, but clarity on zones helps the team deliver a crisp flow. Insider tip: consider a hybrid plan for Sunday. Watch the early build-up on board, then head ashore for a grandstand or hospitality suite during the critical race window, and return for a hosted post-race event on the sun deck. With a yacht like Phoenix 2, you'll have the staff depth and catering capability to pivot in real time if the schedule changes. Now, a few practical notes that apply to every yacht on this list. Berths and permits. Race week berths in Port Hercule are limited, require early applications, and carry event premiums. If a trackside position isn't available, anchoring just outside with planned tender shuttles works well. Your captain coordinates with the port, your broker should manage the timeline. Budgeting. Charter rates are per week, plus expenses. Fuel, food and beverages, berthing, and local taxes. Monaco GP weekend typically involves supplemental fees for berths and security. Set a clear APA, advanced provisioning allowance, with your broker so the captain can provision properly. Security and guest lists. Port authorities will ask for declared guest lists, and movements are monitored during race weekend. Lock your list early and share VIP arrival details with the captain so tender and shore teams can align. Sound and hosting hours. Expect sound rules and curfews in port. Plan your main music moments for appropriate hours and consider a live set or curated playlist at a comfortable level. It keeps things elegant and within guidelines. Tech readiness. Confirm satellite TV, backup streaming, and screens on 2 decks. Also confirm reliable Wi-Fi for guests. Race week is bandwidth heavy. Movement on land. Taxis and roads get congested. Many guests rely on planned tender drops and foot access to hospitality. If you need vehicle transfers, arrange them early. To recap the lineup: 5, Alvium Sunseeker Predator, 84, 26.5 metres from about 49,000 to 55,000 week plus expenses. Compact, fast, perfect for smaller groups and stylish arrivals. 4. 7 Sins, San Lorenzo 52 steel, 52 LM, around 270,000 or 300,000 week plus expenses. Superb beach club and glass pool for pre-race hosting. 3. Okato Ize 66 mix from about 400,000 week plus expenses. Quiet, refined, with a signature aft pool and excellent deck flow. 2. Lady Brit, feed ship 63 mem, around 445,000 or 470,000 week plus expenses. Polished service, versatile decks, great wellness setup. 1. Phoenix 2, Lewison 90mm, around 150,000 week plus expenses. Scale, presence, and the crew depth to run a flawless race day program. Most first-time charterers don't realise how much the captain and crew do to orchestrate a smooth Monaco weekend. Berths, tenders, catering, security, and schedules. When these details are handled early, your experience is calm, the service feels effortless, and you enjoy the Grand Prix as it should be. Thanks for watching. If you're ready to plan your charter, visit Elite Rentals using the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe for more yacht insights.